Okay. I'm already a mess. Hi! Happy New Year! Sorry, I don't mean to scream if you're watching this at night or something. I just did my base coat, so I'm waiting for this to dry. But hi! Happy New Year! Thanks for joining. Yeah, it is so cold here. And it's hard to regulate my temperature. Okay, so this happens every single time. If we get kicked off, I'm just gonna restart the live again. That's the housekeeping. Second on the list, I kind of thought it would be fun if our soundtrack tonight is Wicked. If there's any qualms about that, basically, if you feel like you haven't seen it already or you need time to see it, I'm here to tell you that moment is past because the movie came out weeks ago and you should know it by now. So I'm gonna put on Wicked. Yeah, and I just thought we would have a good time. Oh, I'm so happy to be here with y'all. The last time sorry to not freeze. Whenever I hear it, I need you to take that in. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but it's on in the background. Last time we did this, it was last year. It was Pink Week. We did 2 in a week. It was a lot of fun. And now it is January 14th. And I feel like a different person. And not just because of the new year. And I'm definitely one of those people that when the new year happens, I'm like, I'm new, I'm different. I'm not who I was last year. And I love New Year's resolutions. So I feel like a very completely different person. Also, so much has happened since that week to now. Hi, Mary. It is always Pink Week, honey. In this house, we love it. I can't get enough pink, honestly. Okay. We're singing Wicked medley and chorus. Okay. Let me know if you need any soloists. Okay, I just did my base coat. And so my storage is full. Not now. I never use my iPad. So when I turn it on, I get all of these Okay. Okay, I don't know when I'm painting my nails. I've had Winter Marshmallow on for this whole last week, and I'm telling you, the amount of compliments, okay? It was off the charts, okay? Okay, but, so I'm thinking I can do that. I can do a little Winter Marshmallow to kind of continue that week. I don't really have too much for this week that I couldn't do it. I guess I could do, but also, I don't know. I've never done only funfetti on all of my nails. And I'm thinking, it's a little New Year's. It's fun. It's festive. It's different. We haven't brought out the birthday collection in a bit. You know what? I think I'm gonna do funfetti. I'm gonna do funfetti because I did this all week. And I kind of just want something fun. Do you ever paint your nails on funfetti on New Year's? No, I did not. For New Year's Eve, what did I have on? I think I've just been wearing Winter Marshmallow. Anyways, I have all of your questions. Let me pull them up. I didn't get a chance to read them all. So this is gonna be a little off the cuff, nothing planned. I feel like that's most of our lives though. And again, if this kicks us off, I'll just restart the live. I mean, though, that's so annoying. I don't know why it keeps doing that to me. Did you just sob when you saw Wicked? I just couldn't believe how good it was. I mean, I could, but Wicked was definitely one of those movies. It was kind of like Barbie. I was gonna love it no matter what. but I just loved it. I loved it so much. I can't wait for part 2. Okay, this is not a Wicked podcast. We're not only going to talk about Wicked. We'll talk about other things. We'll catch up on life, but yeah, Wicked's just amazing. Okay, I'm gonna just do funfetti on all of my nails. Anyways, how has everybody been? I have been so good. The last time I saw you was Pink Week, and so then we went through the holiday season. We went through the new year, and then the new year happened, which felt really optimistic and really great. And then, unfortunately, I feel like a lot of gloom and doom has happened, mostly speaking about, you know, the fires in Los Angeles. And I don't want to get upset, so that's as much as I'll say about it. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing okay. Okay. Alexis wants to know, Frankie with 3 E's, what are your biggest goals for Freeland in the new year? Obviously bigger, better. Freeland, like I've said in the past, it's kind of like a party, right? So like every time you throw a party, you kind of get the feel of like what needs to be elevated next time, where you can focus most of your attention, what you can kind of like have other people focus on. So I feel like I'm in the middle of planning like 8 parties right now. The baby's coming. Yeah. So Freeland, bigger, better. Obviously, this is one of my favorite parts of it, is just this interface of like talking to y'all and painting our nails together, which I still haven't even started on. Yeah. Okay. East High Sublo said, not a question, but I hope you had a lovely Christmas and Happy New Year's. I had a lovely Christmas. Christmas is my favorite. I did, however, feel like this was the least festive I've ever felt. And I don't know what that was about. I think maybe it's just, I don't know. It was such a year. Also, like, I love to celebrate Christmas all the time. So maybe that's just it. Okay. This was definitely the move. I think it's so cute. It's so fun. Hold on. Okay, I won't do that every time, but there's just some parts of it, you know, you feel kind of compelled. Okay. Have you ever been to the Hard Rock Cafe in NYC? That is so funny that I'm wearing this Fender t-shirt. I bought this shirt because my dad plays guitars, and he had, I think he has 2 Fender guitars. So I bought this because it reminded me of him, and it was pink. So I felt like, I was like, oh, I want this. Have I ever been to the Hard Rock in New York? I think I have been to the Hard Rock Cafe. Not in any recent years, but yeah. Is that your favorite place? I mean, it's an interesting place. It's very loud in there. Okay. Did you and Joe watch the ball drop in New York City? Happy New Year. We did, like on TV, like not physically. I don't know if you know this, but Times Square is really not my favorite. I think anyone who has ever been here, I think that's probably, like, no, I've never heard anyone say, I love Times Square. When we go to New York, we got to go to Times Square. Yes, you got to go to see it, I think, in your life, but to just be there in general is not fun. It's kind of like being on a freeway, and you're in the middle of the freeway, and cars are coming at you at all times, but instead of cars, it's people, and I don't like that. So no, we did watch it on TV, not in person. Okay, do you and Joe have a favorite song from the new Wicked movie? Honestly, I loved them all. Bangers. I love this one. I also love I know it's not called Loathing, but what is that one called? What is this feeling? Ugh! That song is healing. Okay. I am not painting my nails. What are we doing? Give me a second. I'm just gonna do this because I'm kind of also like down to take it slow because I think I'm gonna only do this once because this glitter is kind of like spreading just perfectly. I'm glad I did this. It's been so long since I've played with Funfetti. Okay. Zuzu, are you here? We're taking attendance. How's 2025 going so far? In my life, it's going perfectly fine. I feel like in everybody else's life, it might not be that. And, that makes me really sad. But, we're optimistic. It's only January. So much of the year left. Okay. Do you have any New Year's resolutions? I feel like I always have the same resolutions, which is 1, to read a book a month. And I usually get to about April, and then summer comes, and then like, you know, you're like out and about. You should do pink and then layer the Funfetti on top. Okay, Emma, I like where your brain is going, and I have done that before, but I think I kind of just want this like clear, like just like pops of like bubbles almost, you know what I mean? Okay, this actually isn't an Alpina party. It's just, you're just watching me lip sync the entire soundtrack to Wicked. Ashley, you're late. You're late, and to make it up to us, you have to tell us a fun story. Okay, New Year's resolutions for this year. Yeah, so read a book a month. Right now I'm currently reading Kiki Palmer's book, Master of Me. Yeah, we'll see. We'll go after that. I'm also like kind of also have started RuPaul's memoir, but I haven't finished it yet. It's kind of long. Okay. Can you attempt to use dotting tools again? I do flowers with mine. I would love to, but for the life of me, I couldn't tell you where those tools are. I couldn't tell you. I have no idea where they are. I know they're in a bag somewhere, but I couldn't tell you what bag. Okay. Y'all should post your TikTok drafts while you can. Okay. If I'm being quite honest, I'm kind of here for the TikTok ban. I'm here for the TikTok ban because it's one less app I, as Frankie, I, as Freeland, have to worry about. However, as like an avid scroller on TikTok, if TikTok goes away, I will have no choice but to read. You know what I mean? Like maybe I will keep my resolution of reading a book a month if TikTok is banned. On that same flip side of the coin, okay, you're barely on it. I barely post on it. That doesn't mean I'm not on that thing 23 hours a day. I love TikTok. I think it's one of probably the better apps we have because I love typing. It's kind of like, for me, it serves as like Google with like visuals. So I can like, I'll say like, cute coffee shops in this area. And like 10 people will have posted like different coffee shops in that same area. Sometimes it's all the same coffee shop and I'm like, oh, great, I gotta go there. Or like, I'll type in like cute bookstores and it's like, you know what I mean? So it kind of serves as like Google, but a way to like actually go like hear someone else's experience. And that is what I really loved about it. I also have found so many cool people on TikTok, like people I work with, like, I don't know. I'm so nervous that we're gonna hit 30 minutes and then Instagram is gonna throw us off. Let me just say this. Let me look right into the camera and say this. To the FBI agent watching this, okay? You know who has never thrown me off their lives? TikTok. So take that. I don't know if this is a competition between Instagram and TikTok right now, but just know that they've never kicked me off. I'll drop it there. And I'll stand there with the wizard. Ooh, okay. In what ways did your theater school prepare you or not prepare you for the real world? Wow. Okay. Prepare me for the world. I feel like it perfectly set me up to understand exactly what I was getting into. Acting is really fun, but there's also like the business part of acting to make sure that you are like, I mean, you are a business owner in a way. You're just yourself as the business. So I would say in that capacity, it really did prepare me. In ways that it didn't prepare me for the real world, I don't know. I don't know. I never thought about it. Are you a light packer or an overpacker? I am an overpacker. I'm getting better. I'm getting better and a little more realistic about knowing that how I operate on... Okay, so here's the thing. I love my skincare routine. It's about 85 steps, and I've gotten it down to like 12, like of actually like what I actually use and do need. I'm also participating in Project Pan this year, which I'm loving. Again, we're only 17 days in, so talk to me next month and I'll probably have spent everything. But I'm being a little more realistic that when I go on vacation or when I go somewhere, I don't do the whole skincare regimen because I'm lazy. I don't want to. So I'm trying to get better at like maybe don't pack all of that stuff, or like you don't need 3 pajama options. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But I'm raised on Housewives, so like I'm so used to like you have to have options. You don't know what you're going to be in the mood for. You know? Okay, I'm gonna do another one. I'm an overthinker unpacking. Same. I'm trying to get better. Okay. How do you take good mirror selfies? This question is serious. I can't get the angle right. Look, some things can't be taught. But I think it comes from like I feel like when I take a picture of myself, whether it's a selfie or like I'm holding it out this way or like a mirror selfie, I feel like I know how to make myself look like $1 million. When someone else takes a photo of me, it looks like I owe them money, like I'm in debt. Like I will never be beautiful until I pay them back. And also, while we're here, you know how like a few years ago, we all like as a society, we like all agreed that we weren't gonna, like when we take group pictures, we're not gonna do, now a funny one, we're not gonna do that anymore. Does anybody remember that? Like, remember like when you take a group photo and then everybody's like, okay, now a funny one. And you have to go like, you know what I mean? We all agreed as a society that we weren't gonna do that anymore, right? I loved that. And I think we should really follow that. Where am I going with this? Oh, here's what we're not gonna do anymore. If you take a photo, make sure everyone looks good before you post it. Make sure every single person looks good before you post that photo. When I take a group photo, if I look amazing and everybody else looks like junk, which happens more often than you think, I will never post that photo. I have so many group photos of people that I think are so cute, but like somebody has an eye, you know what I mean? It's not nice. I would never do that to someone. So don't do that. Just because you need to have content. Whatever, it's 2025. I'm not gonna raise my voice. It's gonna be fine. We're not getting angry this year. We are chill. What's a meal that you can confidently cook by yourself? Pasta? I mean like a pasta with meatballs? I don't cook. I like refuse to cook. I always thought that like when I grew up and became an adult, I would just kind of like gradually go into this, like enter this phase in my life where I'm really good at cooking and I like really take an interest in it. I'm telling you, I have zero interest. If I have to look at a raw chicken before it's cooked, that is disgusting, first of all. Don't get me started on ground beef or meat. First of all, it looks disgusting, okay? I don't want to see it. I don't want to know how it's prepared. I don't want to have to put it in a bag overnight with spices so it tastes good. Also, while we're here, turkey for Thanksgiving, it's gross. It's gross. It doesn't taste good. And I feel like we're trapped in this constant cycle of things that have worked for generations in the past. And maybe like back in the Pilgrim days, like turkey was like it. They were like turkey's so good. But now we have evolved and now we have things like chicken nuggets and fries. And chicken nuggets, everybody loves them. Like nobody is ever like, I don't like, unless you're like a vegetarian, in which case I all do like mad respect, love you. But like, everybody loves chicken nuggets. Everybody loves their sauces. And like, you can have like a tray of like barbecue and ranch and honey mustard and, you know, all of these different things that will appease a lot of people. So you just make one batch of chicken nuggets and then you have all these little dipping sauces. I'm telling you, people will be happy. People will be banging on your door to come to your Thanksgiving Day dinner. But turkey takes forever to make. I've never personally made a turkey, but my mom's always like, I'm starting on the turkey. And it's like, Mom, Thanksgiving is in 3 weeks. And she's like, gotta defrost the turkey. First of all, ew. What's the scariest thing you and Joe have ever experienced together? This life is deep. I'm telling you, I missed you. So when I'm not, like, I just feel like when, you know how you don't see your friends for a long time and then when you see them, you end up just like trauma dumping? Okay, the scariest thing we've ever experienced together. You know, I think like we're fortunate enough to not have had anything too scary. I don't know. I can't think of like a time like I've been scared. I mean, I'm scared all the time. I just mean like a time like I've been scared with Joe. But knowing nothing matters. Okay, give me 1 second, y'all. I'm doing a thumb. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay. You have to travel for work. What's something you bring with you to make it feel like home? Look at that. Look at that. That is disgusting. Kidding. Something I bring, like clothes. I'm not really like that. Like, I'm not really like, I don't get like, I know some people are like, I bring a candle with me to make me feel like home. I'm not gonna light a candle in a hotel room. That just seems weird to me. To make it feel like home, I don't know, like my clothes? I don't know. I don't really do that. Okay. What have you been, what do you look for when picking a new headshot to use? Fabulosity. Does it say, the best thing is probably show that photo to other people. And, because you're always going to pick, the photo where you think you look the best, and it might not be the best for what you're trying to use the photos for. So I would definitely ask people to weigh in and say like, which one do you think looks like me? And it's probably not gonna be the one you pick. That girl Yaya 43. What's next for Freeland in 2025? We here at Freeland are in one of my favorite parts, the product development. I told you I feel like I'm planning so many different theme parties, so I want to make sure they're like cohesive but not all the same and not the same color palettes, and also I haven't picked any colors, and so that is actually my favorite. So I think this week I'll start to go through and kind of start to pick the color palettes that I think I want to go through, and then I'll start picking the themes, and then, you know what I mean? So it's like all coming together. But I'm telling you, this year has been already so busy that I just need to take like a second. And it's not like busy, like no Valentine's Day, unfortunately. I did try to do a Valentine's Day collection, and it's just so much brain power that I didn't have. And I originally told myself I was gonna do 3 collections and see how it went and then go from there. And I did. We did birthday, we did spooky, and then we did winter, which all were great. But I need a little more time to plan out, because I don't want to just plan. I don't want to like plan one and then wait and then plan the next one. I want to like plan all of them at once. So then it kind of just like, they bop right into the other. So we're trying out some new stuff. Also, also like nothing's off the table ever. Like we'll do anything and everything. But yeah, I see people saying maybe one day. I don't know what that would be. Red would be so good. Red? Y'all know how I feel about red. Your adulting series, Curry has to be a producer. His YouTube videos crack me up. Curry, is that you? Blink 1. I'm about to have a fun night with this munchkin boy Glinda found for me. I need a red to draw cherries on my nails. Okay, heard. Okay, heard. Okay, what's your favorite housewife song? You know, I have to be honest, my favorite housewife song is probably Feel the Rush by Adriana from Miami. It's also the theme song, but I love it. I love it so much. It just makes me want to dance. Okay. Do you have any like nail polish hot takes or unpopular opinions? Let's get into it. Not so much a hot take, but like I'm noticing a common thread and common theme with the straight men. Why always white nail polish? Why is it only white nail polish? Black, I understand. Black, I get. Black goes with everything. It's like a neutral. And I think everybody looks good with black nails. But why the white? Like, where did we decide that straight men were going to wear white nail polish only? So it stands out and women notice. Well, I notice. And I don't know if I'm into it. I don't know. Maybe that's a conversation for another day. What's one thing we can all do to glow up this year? I don't like thinking about straight men. Literally. No, we love everybody here. Okay, one thing we can all do to glow up this year. Oh, I missed it. One thing we can all do to glow up this year. Be kind. Be nice. Be kind. But I don't think I have to tell y'all that. You guys are so nice. So maybe this message isn't for y'all. But one thing we can all do to glow up this year. Maybe if someone's not being nice, we call them out. Maybe that's a way to glow up. To say like, actually, I don't like the way you're treating that other person. Or actually, that's not a nice thing that you said. This is the year we call people out for being rude, okay? What side of TikTok are you on right now? I feel like TikTok's in a weird phase right now because it's going away. I feel like a lot of the TikToks are like compilations of like old cycles of TikTok. Yeah. How many states have you been to? Okay, I think I counted this. I think it's 10 or 12. Maybe it might be 14. So I don't know. I'd have to do another count, but I think the last time I checked it was 14. Okay, y'all, I'm really loving that I did Funfetti. Okay, Seblos Kashmir said new collection soon. We just talked about this. It's gonna be a minute. Because we're working on it. We're planning it, and yeah, I think it's gonna be really fun. How hard was it to keep TSLO till a secret? I don't know what that means. Okay, there's a lot of like deep questions. I don't really feel like answering all of those. Okay, some of these questions are long. Okay, do you think you will come out with a St. Patrick's Day collection for Freeland? St. Patrick's? Like, what would it just be, like greens? I don't know if that's like really inspiring to me. I actually don't even know if I've ever celebrated St. Patrick's Day. Okay. Here's one. How are you feeling? I feel great. Oh, the sex lives of college girls. Yes. Okay. What was the question? Secret. It was not hard for me to keep it a secret. Yeah, it happened so fast. I think it's a long story, but I think it's an only interesting story to me, but I'll tell it if you guys want, but when you talk to boys. Oh! Okay. I'm gonna get more confetti on this. See, what I love about Funfetti is that, like, if you want to just add more Funfetti, you kind of just keep dotting it until it's like the perfect amount of confetti. Okay, so here's the story about sex lives of college girls. I actually don't even know if it's that interesting. So they told, it was like Tuesday night at like midnight. I'm literally crawling into bed and I get a thing that was like, are you available for sex lives of college girls on these are the dates? And I was like, yeah, I guess. Okay, so then Wednesday happens, literally like a few hours later, and they were like, okay, so if Sex Lives of College Girls happens, you have to be, because it films in LA, you have to be like on a plane tomorrow because it's gonna film on Friday. And I was like, okay, perfect. So then this is also happening while I was auditioning for Chad Powers at the same time. And so this was maybe like a week before Sex Lives like even came into the conversation. I was gonna have a producer session for Chad Powers via Zoom because they were auditioning in LA, not New York. And I remember thinking like, oh my God, no, I don't wanna go over Zoom. Like nothing wrong with Zoom, but if there was an opportunity to go in person and audition, I would have loved to do that instead. So a part of me thought like, should I just tell them I'm gonna be in LA and just like fly to LA and just be like, yeah, I like happen to be here. Anyway, I didn't end up doing that. So then this producer session was gonna be on Friday, and then Sex Lives, this was like on Wednesday. They were like, okay, great, you're gonna film on Friday, so you need to fly out tomorrow. And so I was like, okay, so what do I do about the Chad Powers thing? And so they were like, we're gonna hope that they can just reschedule, but since you're gonna be in LA already, we'll see if they'll see you in person. And I was like, okay, great. So then I flew out, and then when I landed in LA, they were like, great, you're gonna film on Friday and Monday, and then Chad Powers people will see you on Tuesday, and then you get to go home. And I was like, great. So yeah, that was like quite a weekend. Wasn't the most relaxing weekend because I mostly just thought about this final producer session for Chad Powers, but it all worked out. Isn't that crazy? See, that's what kind of where I'm like, I think only I enjoy that story versus like I think other people are like trying to follow the schedule, but it just all happened so fast. Which is crazy because I feel like most of the year you just wait around for something to happen. So it's all like, I'm just like, there's 52 weeks in a year, right? And the fact that everything happened in 1 week, I'm like, what are the odds? And then, do you guys want to hear a fun story? Okay. So then I filmed Sex Lives of College Girls, did the producer session, then flew back to New York, waited 2 weeks, and then flew back to LA because we had a long, we were going to do the birthday shoot that week. So it was already like a packed, like it was like, everything had been leading up to that shoot that we were going to go do that birthday shoot because it was a lot of moving parts and stuff. So we go to LA and we were there for like a long time. We were, and when I say we, it was myself, Joe, and then our friend Rebecca, and then also like all of our friends that were participating in this Freeland shoot. And the Freeland shoot, I'm not even joking, was like, it was like being a part of a wedding. Like we all had to like cart to get our nails done together. We had to like coordinate outfits. Like it was like a big thing. It was really fun. But yeah, so what was I telling this story? Where was I in this story? Okay, yes. So so we fly back to LA and it's the morning. No. We fly to LA, we're there for a week and like, yes, we go back to, this is 2 weeks later, go back to LA and they kept calling me, like my reps kept calling me and saying like, you're the choice. Like they're gonna like, we're just waiting for the thing. And I was just like, oh, like my head feels like I'm about to explode. Those conversations of them just like calling me to check like cause there's so many like things that have to be like checked off in a contract, like things I wouldn't even care about, but they have to be like, they have to be in there. Like, it's, I don't know. It's a lot of like contract work stuff. Yeah, it's weird. It gets very bizarre, but, like down to like how many pictures you get to pick for promo stuff. Like all of that is in the contract, but things I would never think about, right? So they were just like, okay, so it's this. And I'm like, great. And then they like wait 2 hours and then they call me back and they'd be like, okay, great. And they've added this in and we asked for this. And I'm just like, okay, great. Those conversations went on for that entire week. Like they were calling me like once every hour. And then, so it kept happening that I was like, and then like their excitement started to kind of like deflate. They were like, yeah, so on this one, it's going to be this. And I was like, oh, and then the conversation kind of started to switch to like, so if you don't get this, just know that we're so proud of you. You went so far. And I was like, what? That's so sad. Okay. So then it's the morning. I think it's the morning of the shoot. It's the morning of the shoot. And I get the call that I booked the role. I'm like, my head's about to pop off. And it was just like such a weird way it all happened. The fact that we were in this, we also had a really cute Airbnb in LA that we really loved. So we were like in this little like cottage on the top of a hill. And it was me, Joe, and my best friend, Rebecca. Like, what are the odds that we would all be together when I got that call? And so it was just like, it was really sweet. So now that I'm retelling that story, which I kind of forgot about, yeah. Anyways, watch Chad Powers. It's going to be so good. I'm not even joking, you guys. It's going to be so good. It might change lives. It might. I haven't seen it. I've only seen like parts of the first episode because somebody, like a director on set, was watching it while we were still filming. They were like watching the first cut and like he had headphones in, but I kept going like this. So I kind of know what it's going to look like, but yeah, I'm excited. Okay, anyway, crazy month of May last year. Let's just say that. Also, Sex Lives of College Girls was so fun. We filmed at Warner Brothers. I was going to say I've never filmed there before, but I think I have. Anyways, I love that place because it's so cool. Okay. Chloe _ Disney Lover wants to know, would you ever do an HSMT MTS reboot? Obviously, yes. But Modern Family does not film at Warner Brothers. They filmed somewhere else. I think they're Fox. Yeah, of course do a reboot, of course, but it would have to be like the only musical we ever do is Wicked. Those are my conditions, and I'm not gonna change them. I feel like Miss Jen would be into it though. Okay, what's your favorite? Oh, I like this one. What's your favorite thing about nail polish? So glad you asked. I love nail polish. I think nail polish makes me so happy, and like especially when you have like brand new nails on, whether it's polish or like acrylics or like length. I love looking down and being like, oh, my nails are done. I love it. It makes me so happy. I think it says a lot about a person and a personality. So like when we're out and about, like who has what colors on, that's always fun. What's your favorite song and album? What's your favorite song in album? What do you think that means? What is the best part about running Freeland? Obviously, this experience. All 35 of us are here. And also, like, if you really think about it, I guess, like, your job is to play with nail polish. How is that not fun? That is so much fun. Were you guys gagged when you guys saw Kristen Chenoweth and Idina Menzel pop out? I'm telling you, it still shocked me because, like, obviously you would want that to happen, but it's when it happens, like, the movie, like, at that point, you're probably, like, an hour and a half in. You kind of, like, are not even thinking about them, and then they pop out of nowhere. Loved. Okay, are we going to get a Valentine's Day collection for Valentine's Day? We've talked about this. No. At least not this year. Favorite Broadway show you saw last year? Favorite Broadway show I saw last year? For the life of me, I can't remember any of them. Hey, Ashley, have you seen Romeo and Juliet with Kit Connor and Rachel Zegler? Thoughts? I have not. That show has been selling so well that they only have standing room, and I'm not going to stand. Do you know what I mean? It's too long. If it was like maybe 90, maybe if I was like 10 years younger, I would stand for a show, but not in this economy. I'm going to see Wicked the musical for the first time at the Pantages on Thursday. What's today? Today's Tuesday. Oh my God. For the first time? I love Wicked. It's always so good. I'm so excited for you. You're gonna have the best time. The first time I ever saw Wicked was at the Pantages. I won the lottery. And it was amazing. And we just saw it maybe like a year ago for the 25th anniversary on Broadway for the first time. It holds up. I'm telling you, it is so good. I wonder if I know anyone in it. I do. Oh my gosh. I think. I don't know. I wanted to say I loved you last month in Pittsburgh. Wait, I wanted to say I loved meeting you last month in Pittsburgh. I was wearing Freeland. Liv, I loved meeting you. Thank you for wearing Freeland. So many people. These like so many people in like circles of mine, not like out in the streets, although I would love if that happened, have been coming up to me and they've been like, I'm wearing Freeland. You don't understand what that does to my heart. I'm like the Grinch. It grows like three sizes. Out of your whole career, did you ever have a job that you disliked? Your favorite job is acting, right? Of course. Of course there are jobs I've hated. Isn't that the whole point of a job? Like, you don't ever really, like, love... Like, I mean, obviously I love, like, what I get to do. But, like, jobs? I never loved those. Okay. What was your Spotify Wrapped? Oh, my Spotify Wrapped was so gay this year. It was, my number one was, I think, Chapel Roan. And then, Renee Rapp. Olivia Rodrigo, who were the other two? Oh, Tate McRae, and I think it was, Ariana, duh. Okay, I'm gonna start wrapping up with my top coats. How are y'all doing? Also, what are we doing about the giveaway? Should we do a giveaway? Like, I know you guys are gonna say yes, because you love those things, but, what are our rules and regulations this time? Should we just do like tag Love Freeland in your nail polish post? Should we just do that? And I'll give you all till Friday to tag, and that'll be the entry. Let's do that. Yeah? Parental. Whoa, how crazy. Like, we're wrapping up just as Wicked's about to wrap up. Okay, this looks amazing just by itself with a top coat. Have y'all done this? You know my philosophy in life, a top coat can fix anything. No, it looks so nice. It looks... Okay, not to like toot my own horn, but this looks professional. Okay. Can you tease anything about your character in Chad Powers? I can, but I want you guys to see it. And then tell me what you think. How about that? I'm excited to know what you guys have to say about Danny. Okay. Okay, I'm so glad I did this because I wanted something that was like a little neutral, but I also wanted color. So I think this is perfect. I can't believe I've never thought to do this before. Okay. Next question. What's your lock screen? My lock screen is the Freeland logo. Because I gotta remember that I'm a CEO, I'm a boss, and we got some nail polish to sell. Would you ever play a villain? Yes. Are you joking? That's like my lifelong dream is to play a villain. Sorry I got quiet. I'm just trying to focus on these last two nails. I promise I'm almost done, and then we can... Okay, so if Pink from... Sorry, with your puberty. If Pink from Barbie is our opening song, what would be our closing song, do you think? Any suggestions? I know. I don't want it. Okay, I'm done. Pink Pony Club? Hold on, wait, that's kind of amazing. Would you guys hate me if I just fast forwarded this to the end? I just want to hear her sing. But then we have to hear... Yeah, this is 6 minutes. I'm going to go to the end. Okay, nails are done. Are your nails done? Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I don't know when our next live will be. Hopefully, let's plan for next month so we don't go too long without saying hey. Giveaway, tag Love Freeland Co. in your photo of your nails from now until Friday, and we'll do that as like that's like the entry into the giveaway. And then I think that's all we have. Yeah. Thanks for joining. I'm gonna put on our outro song now, because I know I'm gonna listen to this song later, so I don't really need to hear it right now, because I don't know if this is so fast, but it's so late or early. It depends on how you look at it. We've been here for an hour. What do you mean? We didn't get kicked off. We didn't. The FBI heard me. It's a new year, y'all. TikTok's about to be banned. I don't know if this is our goodbye song. Maybe it is. All right. I love y'all. Be well, be safe, be kind. This is our goodbye song. This is so our goodbye song. What was I thinking? Stick to your New Year's resolutions if you have any. What else? What else? Life advice.